What else would you like executives who are thinking about any kind of change in 2022, whether it's leaning into a different role in a different organization or pursuing options, be they board seats or you mentioned franchise ownership, what would you most want them to remember and implement as they begin this quest for something new for themselves in 2022?
Tell you what we've suggested, and it comes from a friend of mine who's a psychiatrist. And I was talking to him about this 70-30. Okay, 70% of people are, as I described them, unhappy, uncomfortable, frustrated, angry. And I said, does the research show that? And he said, yeah, it really does. And he said, that's my patient base. I said, well, how do you move people from 70 to 30? He said, well, that's the role. He said, sometimes I'm successful and sometimes I'm not. You're dealing with humans. So we decided that one way for individuals to really get hold of themselves, to understand who they are. Look, it's a fair assumption that all of us look in the mirror and lie to ourselves every day. Okay, that's a fair assumption, isn't it? I still think I'm 29 until I look in the mirror. Okay?
Wait, breaking news, you're not? Wait a second.
Yeah,
I
wait,
read differently.
but you lie to yourself. Okay, so the way to get at this, we figured out. We thought about, is there a way to make this an app, or neither of us are capable of doing that, so we stopped. Just take a white sheet of paper, go into a room, close the door, take a white sheet of paper and write everything down that you like doing on your left and everything you don't like doing on your right, preferences. Okay, and don't make it, if I like the Yankees, I hate the Red Sox. It's not if this then that. Okay? It can be personal, professional, it could be community, it could be religious, it could be whatever. And do it, spend about 45 minutes without interruptions, closed door. Here's the key. Don't show it to anybody. Don't talk about it with anybody. Don't talk about what you wrote down. Don't show it to anybody for their comment. Is this really me? No, don't do any of that. Put it away for 2 weeks. Try not to think about it. And you'll pick it up again. What you'll notice is you'll begin to refine things on either side of the center line. You may add things, you may subtract things. But again, key is don't show it to anybody. Don't talk to anybody about it. Try not to think about it. You will, but try not to. And then put it away again for 2 more weeks. And at the end of that period, so you've gone a month now, started 2 weeks and then final 2 weeks, look at it again and you'll make some final refinements. And that's who you are right now. Okay? What you're going to see as you go through life is you change. Your interests change, your priorities change, and how you think about life changes. Start again in 6 months. Don't even look back at the 3 steps you just did, but start with a fresh piece of paper and go through those 3 steps. At the end of 6 months, when you get to that 3rd step, look back at where your 3rd step was 6 months ago. And you're going to see you're evolving, maybe subtly. But those subtle changes certainly drive what's really important to you. Okay? And that helps you get it gives you a meter. When people say, well, Tony, you ought to do this, and Tony, you ought to do that. Well, now you know yourself well enough to say, interesting, and it's tempting, but it's not me.
Right. Well, that's a really interesting exercise. I am going to try that. I hope everyone else does as well.